Good morning. Hi. Well, we're out here May 20th. End of the season here at County Line Harvest. We're here in Thermal, California. And the season starts, we start planting seeds here in September. First week in September usually. And here we are at the end of May. And what is left after the heat starts to set in the desert is agretti. So this is agretti plants here. We get the seed from Italy, and it's by looking at it you'd think, oh, it just looks like a weed or it's like a succulent. Personally, I don't really like it raw, not my favorite thing, but oh my goodness, here comes Whiskers. Let's say hi to Whiskers. Whisker. We get the seed from Italy. The seed is only viable for one season usually. It does not have a long life, the seed. So really you need to get fresh seed every season. And the seed, with COVID and everything, it was kind of hard to get the seed because a lot of seeds that we do get from Italy, it was just slow. Seed companies were being closed. So luckily we got some seed, and here we are. And I was saying that I don't like to eat this plant raw. It doesn't have a lot of appeal to me. But once you put it in a skillet with some olive oil, some really nice salt, and you saute it as you would saute spinach, it's amazing. And even actually, you don't even have to put salt in it because there's so much salt in this soil here. Because if you actually look at the mountains, you'll see where the water used to be. You can see the water line, that we were actually below water at one point. So there's plenty of salt in this plant. So I take that out of the recipe to add salt. I just put it in a skillet with olive oil and season it, to your desire. So this is kind of just a really fun plant. We're trying to educate people, of this. People look at it and like, what is it? But people go home and then they're like hooked on it, and love it and come back every week and get it at farmers market from us up in the Bay Area. And there you go.
Hello. So I want to show all of you how I love to cook agretti. It's so simple, so delicious, and I want to hear what you make as well. I want to share that in our newsletters so that we can all inspire each other. It's such an interesting vegetable that not a lot of people have tried, and I think you guys are going to love it so much. It really is one of my favorite vegetables, and I'm so grateful to County Line Harvest for growing it. It is such a special treat, and it's rare to find, and I just think that it's amazing that they grow these cool varieties that we just don't see very often and that we get to try and experiment with. And I really want to hear, you're all so creative, I really want to hear what you do with it. I like to think of it as like, instead of making zucchini noodles or kelp noodles, which I know usually are done raw, but if you think about the sauces that you would use with zucchini noodles, use that with the agretti, but simmer the agretti at least a little bit, steam it a little bit. Or if you want to fry it a little bit, that's up to you. But cook it a little, it will make a big difference. The texture is amazing. It tastes like the best noodle I've ever had in my life and the healthiest. So I'm really excited about it. This is what I do with it. So I'm just going to simmer it a little bit before I add olive oil. So I'll put it on low heat. And since I already washed the agretti, there's some water on it already, so I'm not actually adding any. But I'll let that simmer for a couple minutes, and then I'll add the olive oil. I just saved a bug from getting cooked. Okay, I'm going to turn this down. And now it's heated. We want it on low. But there was a little bug in there. It was very cute. Looked like a ladybug, but it wasn't. It was like that size, but a little green one. And I saved it just in time. It didn't get heated up. I guess I didn't wash it that well. All right, it's steamed a little bit. Now I'm pouring a lot of olive oil on it. I don't have a perfect measurement for this. Just as much as I enjoy having. That's how much olive oil I use. Okay, let's have some seasoning. I was going to put black pepper, but now I feel like putting smoked paprika this time. That's nutritional yeast. So I'm showing you the picture of the first agretti dish that I made. This one did not have paprika, This one I instead put a little bit of red chili flakes, and I also had some garlic flowers that I used. And this was more saucy. The sauce was a little more runny, so I think I put a little bit more water in this one, and I really loved that. So just experiment with it and tell me how it goes. Enjoy.